So Nintendo's philosophy when it comes to gaming is gameplay over story, and of course, a lot of people really don't like that idea now, especially with the whole movie games. But again, the reason Nintendo games continue to sell is that Nintendo continues to buck the industry trend of gaming. The industry trend of gaming is more towards movie games, you know, story over gameplay, Whereas again, it's a video game. It's not meant yes, video games, some do have a story, but the gameplay is why people play a game. Okay, a lot of newer games just don't tend to do well because they're mostly movie games. And probably there's at least one remaining video game developer that understands the aspects of video games. The Zelda producer has revealed that in story, Nintendo games are built around their actual gameplay mechanics. And you may be a fan of Nintendo or not, but Aonuma, who got to start with the Zelda franchise, serving as the lead designer for Ocarina of Time, which still to this day is considered widely one of the greatest games of all time. Of course, some people might dispute that, but Ocarina of Time and even Echoes of Wisdom and the newer Zelda game, they have put gameplay first rather than story. Okay, mostly indie game developers really put gameplay over story. Okay, there's a reason why games like Minecraft are so popular even to this day. Minecraft is all about the gameplay. There's no story in Minecraft. Okay, Minecraft is a game that you can basically do whatever you want. You can tell stories in the form of Minecraft, obviously, but most games, are centered around a central story, like a movie, like the whole meme demand movie games, like The Last of Us and God of War. Okay, they put gameplay last and story fourth. Okay, as finally manages to put the story for a quick adventure, and like the original series was, and who insisted that Fred's choosing an arbitrary to do so for any superficial reason make any of these types of games, there needs to be some sort of opportunity. I have all sorts of different ideas in my head I want to do. I feel like all the producers in Nintendo, even Miyamoto, has ideas he wants to create as well. But the main reason why for Zelda taking arms himself is Zelda job of many allies, and eventually saying the idea of this idea is because of gameplay, not story. For giving a reason that he needed to go be the hero. We had so many people who could support his hero called. We had a couple of reasons and introducing the story very quickly. Okay, but I think that whole Zelda game, they literally admit with this game, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, that they designed the game based off the gameplay first and not the story. Okay, it could actually be kind of difficult to do a reverse and start with the story and try to, if you start with the story, you're basically creating a movie or a book. Okay, yes, you're basically creating a movie if you start with the story. A game should be focused on the gameplay. Okay, yeah. They need to game developers really need to understand this, but I never really made a game where you think of the story first and go into the gameplay. You think of the gameplay, you're trying to think of what you can get the player to understand the gameplay. Yeah. That basically, that's what matters more than the story. And compared to Western peers who absolutely are producing cinematic, playable movies, it seems that truly the key to pushing story is that it's not absolutely revolutionized, it's a focus on actual gameplay rather than tell a deep story. Okay, whereas I think, for example, some of the most successful games like GTA 5 GTA games don't really have deep stories, because GTA games, I think for the most part, are designed around gameplay. Okay, like the online, like GTA Online and stuff. Like GTA games do have a story, but they design probably the world first and how the game plays. Okay, Nintendo has always done that. Okay, has never went away. And yes, there are some Nintendo games that do have a story, like Fire Emblem and Xenoblade. Okay, which I think like games like JRPGs, they do it at the same time where they design, where they know, oh yeah, it's a Fire Emblem game. We know what the gameplay is gonna be, so we're gonna design the story for Fire Emblem. Okay, we if we know what the game is gonna be like, then maybe yes, we could do the story first because we all know, like, oh yeah, we know what the gameplay is gonna be anyways, like a Pokemon or Fire Emblem. It's gonna be, maybe they'll think of the new gimmick first, and they'll think of the story with like Pokemon or like something. But Nintendo has always put the gameplay first over story. That's why Nintendo games. What's one of the biggest criticisms for Nintendo games has always been, where's my story? Okay, which is an absolutely ridiculous because most people don't care about that. They just want to have fun beating up Goombas or Koopas or whatever Kirby enemies there are, or going around and collecting Pokemon. No one cares about the story. And yeah, in terms of Pokemon, yeah, some of the better Pokemon games have better stories, like Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon Mutant and Explorers, Time of Darkness and Sky. But gameplay has always gone first in Nintendo. Maybe in something like Fire Emblem or Xenoblade, story would probably go first. Okay, but most Nintendo games, gameplay does go first. Goodbye.